Okay. Hey, welcome to the Attic. Manadad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic and what is fun. Day one, Avatar, the Last Airbender. There's Aang, and Aang's gone. And yeah, so I played one pre-release this weekend. I won, I'll say. I went 6-0. I was undefeated the first 3 rounds. Fourth round, agreed to split prizes with my opponent. Technically, we played for fun, so it was a 1-1, and then we drew in the play for fun game, but did very well. We both had green-white decks. He had more bomb rares than I did, so I was happy to battle that to a draw. But my green-white deck was pretty good. So yeah, if you haven't seen the channel, I'm a dad who plays Magic, and been watching the show with my daughters, although we're still early in season 1, so I don't know all the references. I had a secret tunnel in my pre-release, and like people were singing the secret tunnel song for me. I hadn't seen the secret tunnel episode yet, but looking forward to that. Watched a few more with my daughters. Actually helped them build their very first commander decks with some of the cards I got from the pre-release. So fingers crossed, I'm going to have some Magic playing kids to join me in this incredibly expensive hobby. All right, so here we are. It's day one. We're gonna play. I think we'll start off with sealed. Then maybe do a draft. Then maybe standard. But if somebody, hey Akash, let's go. If somebody has a request, type it in the chat, and we'll we'll take a look. It looks like we got Premier Draft, Sealed, so that's traditional Sealed. Should we just do Best of 1 Sealed? And you get to, this is like the pre-release, except I've heard on Arena you get 2 seeded packs. So in the pre-release you got 1 seeded pack. I picked Aang. So maybe I should try to pick something else. The most popular pack at my local game store was Toph. I think because people like Toph. Earthbending was kind of fun. I think the red and black decks I've heard were good. Blue, I don't know. It's certainly going to be gameable. If you're getting 2 seeded packs here, and maybe let's just choose Aang, because I actually want to build a budget allies deck for standard. So I'm going to start getting my. Ooh, I'm getting low on gems here in this account. See how much drafting I can do. Okay, oh well, this is an absolutely sick card. United Front. Create X 1/1 ally creature tokens and put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So we'll get up to like 6 mana or something, and even just 5 mana into that is pretty awesome. 4 mana, you get 2 2/2s. Depending on how many other creatures you have out. Suki, Courageous Rescuer. Oh yeah, I played against this on the other side of the board. This is pretty ridiculous. It's a 2/4. It's going to buff the whole team, and then if we lose anything, we get an ally token as a cashback. We got Beifong's Bounty Hunters. 4 mana, 4/4. Whenever a non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend X, where X is that creature's power. My deck was, allies and earthbending pretty well. Was a pretty good combination. Aang Swift Savior. This card is awesome. Glad to open this one. 2/3 flash flying when it enters airbend up to 1 other target creature's spell. And then you can waterbend for 8 to make it into a 5/5 reach trample. And when it attacks, it puts a +1/+1 counter on each tapped creature you control. So, yeah, maybe try to play blue-white, although we've got some green stuff here. We got the Diligent Zookeeper. Each non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 for each of its creature types to a maximum of 10. So that's more the non-human build-around kind of deck. Because there's all these, in this world, there's all these animals that are hybrids of animals from the real world. Like Tiger Dillo and stuff. We've got Bossing Say, which lets us Earthbend 2. For 3 mana, really 4 mana, because you got to tap this land. Which could be good in the right deck. Let's continue and see what else is in our pool. And let's see, we got Curious Farm Animals. Did not see this one at all in pre-release. Just good artifact removal. Might be better in best of 3 because sideboard in if you're up against some artifacts. Earth King Protectors. 1/1 Vigilance. Sacrifice another ally, gains indestructible. That could be good. Yip Yip. I don't mind playing one of those. 2 mana to destroy target attacking creature, and it's a lesson. There's lots of lesson synergies in this set. Or you can airbend a creature you control to save it, so I think those are instant adds. I had 3 Path to Redemptions in my pool at the pre-release, and they were pretty good, except when the opponent had airbending and they could just bounce back their thing. I think we definitely put it in. We might want a Compassionate Healer. We're going to see what our curve looks like here. This is just an ally that puts a +1/+1 counter, which might be good. We got 2 of these flyers. The flyers seem pretty good. Oh, we got 2 Sukis? Okay. Well, it is a legendary creature. It's this Universes Beyond problem where they make everything legendary. We're going to try not to legend rule ourselves here, but I think you just still run 2 of them. Oh, okay. I did not have this card in my pool, but people were telling me this card is amazing. It's uncommon, 2/2, Waterband 5, and you can't really stall out because then you just start tapping all your creatures and search your deck for a bunch of small creatures and win that way. 3 mana, 3/3. I played this in my pre-release pool. It wasn't the best card. Ong, the uncommon Ong is great. So we are definitely stacked in white here. Destined Confrontation. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with power 4 or less and sacrifices all other creatures. That could be useful in a sealed. I'm going to put that in for now. This 2 rectangles for the price of 1 is usually pretty good. I had one of these in my pool. I don't think I ran it, or maybe I didn't have it in my pool, but my daughter's opened one, so that one looks familiar. Oh, yeah, I like this for sealed at least. Sandbender Storm, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, and then also Earthbend 3 could be relevant depending on what we're doing here. Looks like we got 2 of those. We got Vengeful Villagers. Whenever this creature attacks, choose target creature an opponent controls, tap it. You may sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, you can put a stun counter, but this is good just to open up attacks. I don't think I'm going to put it in yet. Rabaroo was good. Because flying is good, and then whenever you landfall, you get flying. And then we got Appa, the uncommon Appa. When it enters or attacks, target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. And you get to airbend, but it has to be a permanent you control. But I mean, I think you run it. And then, of course, United Front. Okay, so that's that. Then we got to... I mean, we almost have a mono white deck. I mean, we probably could. Probably could go mono white if we wanted. Would run some of these. I don't think we have the greatest payoffs for allies. Oh wait, this is... I almost passed over this. Earth Kingdom Jailer. This is like the O-ring on a creature. That's 100% add that. So yeah, just even... Maybe we cut a Yip Yip. I mean, we almost... I think all of these are really pretty strong. I don't really know about Destined Confrontation. Rabaroo. Yeah, let's see. So, counter a spell, draw a card, untap a land. That seems good. That seems like it could be decent. This is just a decent flyer here, if we want to kind of go the flyers route. As I said, flyers seem to be good. Usually these 1 mana protect a creature spells are pretty good. Maybe I'll run that instead of Yip Yip. Oh, but we barely have any blue, though. Not that we need that much blue. Let's go look at the... Okay, well, we do have a blue-white land. And we got Ong, and we got Cat Owl. It's a 3/3 flyer that is essentially 3/3 vigilance. Which is probably good, although we have some 4-drops, but I guess these are spells, so maybe don't count that as a 4-drop. And then we get to play Ong. Now we can play Hey Bye, which is great. Then we got Earth Kingdom Soldier. Barrels of Blasting Jelly, which is another piece of removal if we need it. And it fixes your mana. This is the thing. People were misreading this one. Your opponent gets the clue if you're removing something of your opponent's. It does answer anything, and we got 2 of those. And we got the Ang's Journey. I don't think we have any lesson payoffs, though. So Trusty Boomerang seems pretty bad, I think. I mean, I hate to just kind of go all in on blue-white, but on the other hand, it looks pretty good. Let's see. Maybe we got something really great in another color. The temples you can just ignore pretty much for sealed, because the chances of you like having the shrine deck. Azula Always Lies. I haven't played this, but I've heard it was playing pretty well for people in the pre-release. They do print Heartless Act. So that's back in standard. Daily Indoctrination. Okay. So here's a piece of removal. Not the best removal though. Here's some red removal. Treetop. This is an ally thing. We really don't have it. Do we have any like super ally payoffs though? Guess we're just like using this guy to pull a bunch of small creatures out of the deck. We're just kind of going wide. Our big thing is United Front, so maybe we want like some draw spells or something to draw through our deck and find it. In which case maybe we get rid of Hey Bye. It's very easy to turn into a 5/5. That leaves behind some stuff. Oh, this thing that dies into an ally token is pretty good, I think. This guy to Anthem our whole team. Except we got 2 Sukis. We probably don't need that. And yeah, it's just a matter of we could if we play green, we could get 2 rares. We could get Bossing Say and the Diligent Zookeeper, but I don't think we have enough. Like we do have Rabbit Kangaroo, the Catbird. Anything else? We put in Sokka's Haiku, maybe. And this thing that makes tokens. So if it'd be nice if we're cloning a flyer. There's also Lost Days, which is like removal plus draw. I like that. This one costs to cast this. Waterbend X. That's blue. Maybe we take out Sokka's Haiku, so we don't have to worry about hitting blue. Although we got a 10/7. Maybe we don't mind hitting blue. And then what do we take out? A Rabaroo? Or a Sandbender Storm? Or I'm gonna say, like, I don't want to necessarily remove creatures, but this can be a creature in a pinch. You have nothing better to do with it, so yeah, what's the weak link here? This all looks pretty strong. Is it Cat Owl? How many creatures we have? We have 13 creatures. I feel like we got to leave the creatures. So then it's maybe either octopus form or I don't really want to take that out. I feel like that's good removal. So yeah, let's just take out a Rabaroo. We find we wish we had the plane cycling and the a 3/5 that can become a flyer. We'll do it, but yeah, any comments from the peanut gallery on this deck before we go to game one? Not seeing any. Let's go. There's always game two if you have comments. Just my hat. You probably can't even see my face. Ooh, okay. Well, we got lands. I'm going to keep it. We're going first. Getting this down on turn 3 is good. If they remove it right away, guess what? We got another one in the deck. We got the Pox Bears. We can't stop drawing lands now, though. That would be great. And see, Black-Red should have plenty of removal. Hopefully get this card draw. In case you hadn't noticed, the text of this is a haiku itself. Counter target spell, draw a card, then mill 3 cards. Okay, they spent their Heartless Act. I mean, they did hit our rare. And how about just tempo them out there? Well, blue would be great next turn, so we could hold up either Octopus form or this. Gosh, Magic Noob, 1 month, made a red aggro. Rip Nemesis, yeah. We'll see. I'll be building an aggro deck on the channel, Akash. I think mono red aggro will still be a valid deck. The opponent is removal.deck. I guess we'll see. I don't want to sandbag Appa, but we could just to hold up Octopus form. Okay, we got a Rabaroo here, so let's play that. If they're just all removal, we may be able to get them with the Octopus form. Foggy Swamp Hunters can get Menache. Ooh, okay. Canyon Crawler making a food. And we'll get. Oh, okay. We got the double island. It's a bit. What are we going to do about that 6/6? We need to hit some removal. So I attack with the Rabaroo, drop Appa. Appa will hold back the Foggy Swamp Hunters as long as they're not drawing cards. I think I'm not the beatdown. Huh, man. If I do Sokka's Haiku and they don't cast a spell next turn. Counter target spell, draw a card, mill 3. Yeah, I think let's just play Appa. And we don't have anything good to airbend, so we'll give this double flying. Pass the turn. We're gonna go Ozai's Cruelty. Ouch. Okay. Well, you're hexproof. They have another Heartless Cruelty. They certainly do. Okay, well, red, black. Black may be the auto win with this. That was absolutely brutal. And we do get a Water Tribe Rallier. Start digging for creatures. Cat Owl, thank you very much. No attacks. If they're smart, they'll just attack all here, I think. Yeah. What do I gotta do? They've probably got a trick. We keep the water tribe around. We try to remove this. We're so far behind, we kind of just got to play like they don't have it. But I think they do. Let's see. How many Heartless Acts did they get in their pool? A lot. Okay. Definitely don't want to tap land. I'm pretty sure we're toast here. This goes to chump the 6/6. Yes, let's once again attempt to stop that. Chump the 6/6. Okay. So even if we get removal here, which it's getting a little late, they still win, right? Because they get in with the Boiling Rock Rider. This is even a rare. What does this do? Firebending. Tap and untap ally you control. Exile target card from the graveyard. Okay, so they can recast something. See if I do this, it's already that's already on the stack. So let's just go to the next game. But at least I showed you what a good deck is. Unfortunately, with my opponents. If I do sealed again, I'm taking mono black. Heartless Act at coming. Eating some goldfish. This plus a protein bar that I ate before I started the stream is my lunch. I forgot to bring up my water bottle. Great. Maybe I will stop eating the salty snacks. Alright, another slow hand. This time opponent's going first. Feels like this O-ring creature. Blue black. Every opponent discards a card. What would we lose here? Do we lose the plains? Can always send the Rabaroo for another plains. Well, now I wish we'd ditched Suki. They have a 2-drop? They do not. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I want to Earth Kingdom Jailer here, because that, if it gets released from exile, will just hit us for another discard. They cycle the Canyon Crawler, so they're looking for lands. They want to make sure they hit 4, so what's their 4-drop? Yep, and they did have removal. We lucked into a land there. And now the question is, I think we just play Suki number 2. Paused like they've got some kind of instant. See how many epic downfalls they have. They have Azula Cunning Usurper. Enters target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control. Then they exile a non-land card from their graveyard. So this is not going to save us from exiling Suki. That stinks. That is a very good card. Almost like a 3-for-1. Don't want to, you don't want to bounce it. Got like no good choices here. Guess we can wait till they play some other creatures. Airbend up to one other target non-land permanent. If we didn't airbend anything. Let's just submit 0. Oh, okay, well, not, because then we can protect with Octopus Swarm. Okay, I was misreading that. So this is mana value 3 or greater. How about we protect it? Now we got Rabaroo mana. Look out, opponent. Here comes the Rabaroo. They've definitely got some kind of instant speed thing. I'm going to not attack because they could have the +1/-1 thing. And Rabaroo flying. How much do I commit to the board here? I feel like I want to sandbag Ang. Okay, so they're just going to sacrifice that. We could actually sacrifice ourselves. That's not a bad idea. Okay, they're attacking, no blocks. Almost certain they've got that spell. I'll sacrifice. Lost days. And let's get in for 6. And we could Path to Redemption that. Could Lost Days something. They're just cracking lands. I don't know, do they have another color? That was all their blue source. How did they even crack that? It's colorless. Huh, okay. So they'll get to do Azula. They can eat the Rabaroo. So do we just save our... I think we save our guy. Exile a non-land card from the graveyard? Oh, okay. Wow, that's even better than I thought. Talk about Busto. The Kajillion for one. Man, and I need one more mana for this. Ugh! So next turn they can untap and they can cast it, right? Cast them as though they had flash, and mana of any type can be spent to cast those. So I can bounce her, they replay it, they eat Ong, they eat a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, let's activate the clue. Let's eat Azula. Now they don't get those, right? No blocks. I know your tricks. Judy. Alright, so we got... What can we do? We can do... What does Judy do? Everyone keep a token that's a copy. And they have to sacrifice their guy, but they'd be happy to do that. So let's just Ong Judy. At least because it's a blocker here. Get in. And let's get the barrel down. We can remove Azula next time it comes out. Callous Inspector. Choose blockers. I mean, I almost want to get that thing out of their hand, but we'll wait. Do we take out Judy? Airbend a creature we control. Then we get... This is lifelink if we use a lesson. And there's always the blasting jelly. No 2-turn clock though. Take the damage, get a clue. Buzzard Wasp Colony. They sacrifice their 1/1 or the Judy? Sacrifice the clue. Interesting. And they finally get their white mana. They're going to airbend that. Huh. Guess that's okay. So I wait to not do the blasting jelly yet. So they don't select that. Okay. Adios, Azula. This little guy. I feel like this has done all the damage to me. So, let's see. We can take out the Buzzard Wasp Colony. Or can we? Yeah, that's the only target, right? Our only choice. And then we could make them sacrifice one thing with this. This doesn't seem very good. We might put just another creature in the deck. This is not working very well. Yeah, ability to blow up an attacking creature. We could block something down. That doesn't seem that great. They get to blink something once they get up to 4, but that's probably a ways away. Maybe we were supposed to play Appa there, and then remove that, and then if they don't remove Appa, we win. I think that was actually probably the correct way to do this. Is this draft? No, what? This is sealed. We'll do draft after this, though. So stick around if you want to see some draft. With the way I'm playing, this might not last very long. Okay. So let's make them use their thing. Finally, that they've been holding back. Here it is. And we say, okay. Got that out of your hand. GD is just ridiculous. Look at this. Okay, so we can lock this. We lock this guy down, force them to block with the GD, or do we just get Appa down? Because they'll be able to trigger this. I guess we're just getting Appa down. This is lethal. Oh yeah, well we can get that flying. So now they're at 1. Okay. Feeling pretty good. Hopefully they didn't draw removal for Appa off the top. Appa off the top. What's it gonna be, Blitz? Whew! Okay. What says, for the little I've seen, Allies and Earthbend are 2 most consistent strategies. Yeah, so that was, I was white-green Allies and Earthbend when I played my pre-release. I went 6-0 for the first 3 rounds, then had a, decided to split in the finals with another white-green Allies and Earthbends deck. And we just played for fun, and we were 1-1 when it went to time. So white-green was definitely strong. I've heard the black-red decks are quite strong. Somebody posted on Reddit that they were at like a 64-person tournament, and all the top 4 decks were black-red. So obviously removal is good in sealed, and black and red are the removal colors, the main removal colors. Actually got a 2-drop here. Sad because if it uses up, well, that's a good card. Oh yeah, we meant to take out Destined Confrontation, didn't we? Well, let's hope these glider kids help us find some removal. Like we got black-white here. Yeah, and Toph, you get to choose when you do sealed. You get to choose seeded packs for the sealed decks, so you can get white, green, black. All the colors, basically. Green was the most popular color. They didn't attack. That means they're not going to block, most likely. Taking the damage. We're going to play some Glider Kids. Or full gates, I'll keep it. And we just play the Glider Kids next turn, drop the tap land. We got a Rabaru troop on curve. They're going to start drawing with this thing. We'll get some hard removal for it. Path to Redemption, I guess, can be... That's some hard removal. They're Glider Kids. kick you out. Oh, I can't take you out. Right, it's mana value 3 or greater. Okay. Well, hopefully they don't double ally next turn and draw a card. And then I can just eat this guy. This card is useless. Well, it says, I don't know what Rakdos does. Perhaps I'm going to read the cards later. I mean, Rakdos is like the firebending colors. It's the Fire Nation. So firebending is when it attacks, it makes that many red mana. And you can only spend that during combat. Unless you get like certain rares that let you keep that mana around. And then there's lots of mana sinks to put it into. In blue, there's a lot of waterbend. In red, a lot of the firebending cards have mana sinks. There's a guy that you just pay 3 and you get to exile the top card of your library. You can play it that turn. Okay, they sacrificed the creature for me. Annoyingly, this glider kid is going to hold off my whole board here. Or maybe not. I can actually... Would I rather attack here with the glider kid? Or do I just do the waterbending thing? I think maybe I just do the waterbending thing. Like they might have removal for Suki. Ooh, this guy's good. Master Piando. Dao. Let's waterbend. Autoplay. Ah, whiff. Bummer. So, annoyingly, Destined Confrontation. We need them to like buff that guy. Let's just start flying in. Can't do both Aang and Waterbend. Guess that would have been a reason not to attack with that. Didn't quite calculate it. Oh yeah, he gets a trigger. What do they find? They find their own Suki. Great. I guess if I flash in Aang, I can tap Aang, right? So no blocks, we'll take 4. They play Suki. Anything else? For the end step. Swamp Snare Trap, huh? Because I could save it. I was planning to hit Master Piandao. Earth Kingdom Protectors, sure, we give something indestructible. That could be useful against a first striker. Oh, good. So they are going to get another trigger off of that. We can pay 8 to transform this guy. Because now the confrontation would mean they probably just keep Suki around. But then we'd have to lose some of our guys. Should have played the Earth Kingdom Protectors. We can flip that. We're on a law attack, put a +1/+1 counter on each tapped creature you control. Interesting. I think I'm just playing these guys, and then we're give them another trigger off the Piandao. And the turn. We do this, and we can water bend with the Water Tribe Rallier. It's pretty maximal. We can do Path to Redemption on that. That's fine. They don't attack with Piando. Then what do? They don't attack. So we could bounce our own creature. Wait a minute. We don't have 8, full 8, right? No. We're one short. Okay. Activate ability. Not sure why it tapped that way. I would have liked to Octopus form, where were you last time? I can just start sending in this glider kid, I guess, every turn. I can even send in Ong. Just flip it? Seems good, right? Do I get totally cracked back on here? They can buff, that'll be 6, 9, That's 14. They can win. I don't know if they see it. That was a total punt. Where's my punt? Where's my punt meme? There it is. They're not doing sound? This goes, what a punt! Okay, they figured it out. Dang it. Yep. Oops. I still have fun. I flipped Aang, and I got us one closer to doing a draft here. Snapkeep. This creature can be very good. Yeah, I guess I'll do Earth Kingdom Protectors. Looks like it'll be a staple in the ally decks. No blocks. What does this do? One mana of color. Spend only cast a lesson or a shrine. Okay. Combustion technique. Deals damage equal to 2 plus the number of lesson cards in your graveyard to target creature. If a creature would die this turn, exile it instead. I mean, I could just save my guy. I think we wait. I think we're better off with the tempo. They're gonna get their firebending here. So they cast some big spell off of this. Nope. Just pump in the dark. This is what I mean, that there's usually a mana outlet here. Well, let's just play this for tempo. Man, I just keep forgetting to take this out of my deck, and I keep drawing it. More removal, or do we try to get to that 5th land? I think we're trying to get to the 5th land. Although we could wrap a root to get to the 5th land. Our Nation Cadets are back. There's a tap land. And, let's attack. potentially a 3/5 is harder for them to deal with if they got a bunch of these little deal damage spells. 2/3 unfortunately dies to the lightning strikes. Wartime protesters. That's even good. Well, I think they've got something that deals damage. They can pump that too. And then a lightning strike also? Yeah, okay. They still had a 2-for-1 there. Bye-bye, you go. Okay, I can stop drawing lands, please. At least now with 7, we can tuck something here and make a clue, and crack the clue all in one. It might just have to be this ally. Wonder what their last card is. We know our last card is useless. Wow. Turbo Flood. We are flooding out. Whoa, here comes the flood. Fix my audio somehow. I don't know why it's not lands, am I right? Yep. I don't have black. I think I'm safe playing this land. All day. I think I still play this. Even without a target. It's a 3-mana 3/3. They play a creature. Oh, they've sandbagged. Interesting. Okay, no blocks. Well, talk about your all-day lands. Opponent, which creatures would you like to keep? This doesn't stop the lesson from happening, I guess, so... Let's exile that. Hey, okay. Still a flood match. You may as well equip that. is not bad, because now this forces them to block the 4-3. And we're in pretty good shape. Provided they don't have that board wipe. Nope. I'll attack. Okay. See, I can not have a big old punt. Alright, we're still looking to lose so that we can play some draft. Or standard. What do you guys want to see? We finally get our bomb in a hand with no way to cast it. Man. Potentially a great hand if we draw a plains off the top. I guess I'll send it back. Keep 6. We can lose Soka's Haiku. Who's going first? Is the opponent going first? Get one more land. There we go. Get them the glider kids. First time flyer. Blue-white mirror match here. That's not bad. Air Nomad Legacy. Target creature or spell. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get the glider kids down. I don't think we're going to need that plane right away. Might airbend the first time flyer. Problem is that they have an instant speed lesson. A block here is not good. This is a great build around. This is only an uncommon too. Well, I guess we'll try to slow him down on the cat owl. Attacks. I can do this. I can play Suki. Then I have blocks. Could have a counter spell. Could also just hold up Lost Days and Ang. In case they try to do something funky. Not, then I have Suki and Ang. Eventually on 6. I think we're just holding up. What do they do? They crack the clue. Yeah. That's pretty good. Definitely be part of a budget deck. Air Nomad Legacy. Just a budget flyers. See if we can get a trick out of their hand. A Razor Rings, deal 4 damage to to an attacking or blocking creature. Don't necessarily want to send that back to their hand, so I guess we'll just bounce Ong. Gonna lose the glider kids though. Not great either way. We can somehow keep 3 creatures. Oh yeah, I needed the white, didn't I? Bummer. That would have been the other reason to play the North Pole Gates the other turn. Invasion Submersible. They're still attacking here. I guess we'll no blocks. They probably have another trick. They can certainly waterbend this. Becomes a 3 now. I get a Rabaroo troop. Airbend that guy, huh? Keeping Masuki off the board. Now the first time flyers got big. Destroy target attacking creature. I guess I'll take 6. Super close to flipping this Ong. If I play this... Oh, they got some kind of instant speed something. Oh, just sack the land, okay. That's a pretty good sign. They can get in with the 3/4. Oh, okay. Interesting. I flip the Ong. Let's see what their trick is. They're gonna Razor Rings that. Okay. No biggie. Oh, they had Appa! This card is so busted. They're just using it to save their guy. Could be worse. So we can Lost Days Appa. guess I know attacks. I got the 3/3. They have an Ong. Airbend that. Now what happens? And the cat owl. Okay. Well, let's bounce the cat owl. If I do this, yes, I will still have enough to flip on defense. And they'll come out with Appa. Yeah, they just keep looping this. So annoying. All these tokens. Okay, we still in it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They attack with all those. They're gonna get this. They're gonna airbend and make another ally. I don't really have a good blocker for the 4/4 unless I flip Ong, so I guess we're passing the turn, letting them make the ally. Flip it. Hope they didn't get some kind of instant effect. They did. Okay. Well, that is a Scooparoopa dupe, unless we get our card we never took out of the deck, which we didn't. And that's what a good blue-white deck looks like. You can't beat Appa. That was just so ridiculously good. That little artifact vehicle thing was really awesome, too. That was cool to see. Alright, so what are we at here? We're at 1:15. Wow. Okay. I mean, 1 hour and 15 minutes into the program is sealed, so now we'll go to draft unless anybody objects. Revealing. Oh yeah, this guy. I had this guy in my pool in the pre-release. It was awesome. Firebending Student. I think that's going to be a pretty good card in the red decks. So what if you're looking for the new red cards? Look up Firebending Student. All right, black and green. So let's find Premier Draft. Get a draft token. Avatar sealed. Avatar, the Last Airbender. None of those blue alien guys. Okay, here we go. So 1630. Oh, or maybe here we don't go. There we go. 1644. Well, welcome to the attic. If you skipped ahead to see the draft, we just played this guy. I mean, he's great. I guess we could go with Toph. What does Toph do? Enters, you can discard a card. If you do, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. When you cast a spell, Earthbend 1. If that spell is a less, put an additional +1/+1 counter on that land. That seems good. Red-green Earthbending. We can show off the Earthbending mechanic. We've got some lessons here. So, let's see. This guy was pretty awesome in Sealed. Might be a bit slow. You can just take 3/1 reach. Or actually we got removal here. Probably should just take the instant speed punch spell. Rocky Rebuke. Ostrich Horse. And there's a Heartless Eye. Ooh, and there's this. Oh, geez. This is pretty good, right? The ally decks. And I've been wanting to make ally decks. Let's see. Playing first strike. So that's a protection spell. Maybe we will veer off of Toph because I don't see a lot. I guess this is pretty good in a Toph deck, right? Size makes sense. That seems kind of bad, right? You can't cast it on turn 1. So you're just gonna look at the top 1. Well, I guess we'll just kind of, well, that's uncommon, so. Here's a great ally. This guy, Earthbends. Guy Earthbends. Maybe we go green-white. Could try to splash Toph out of green-white. So this just combos. So if you cast this after you cast South Pole Voyager, you draw a card. It's just too good. We're just going to be going wide here. We know we're white-green, so that's not too bad. This is not too bad. Also an ally, which works with the South Pole Voyager. Airbending Lesson's great too. Huh. Yeah, I guess if we want to splash Toph, this is probably the good pick. The pick I want to do. This is another good pick. I guess we're going to imagine nobody's going into green because we're seeing a lot of green here. Oh, there we get another one. Path to Redemption is removal. And that's late removal, so we'll just take it. Rockalanche. Let's see. And we got Boomy, King of Three Trials. That was a good episode. I've seen that episode. X is the number of lesson cards in your graveyard. So that's pretty darn good. On the other hand, we can just go... I don't know, let's go with Boomy. And here's a way to splash red. That's a pretty fast thing. This is not a terrible spell. It's either protection or destroys an artifact or enchantment. This is a rare. Why is this going around so late? Nobody wants Uncle Iroh? I mean, if we're splashing red... I guess it's kind of a bad card. That's why it's going around. Ooh, but Water Tribe Rallier this late? I got suckered. I should have let the crowd wisdom tell me this is not a good card. I mean, it's a fun card. It's like a commander card. I mean, 2/2 make a food. You don't have to give your opponent anything. And if they lock down an opponent, you could, like a permanent you don't need. Maybe it's not bad. Maybe we should play with it and find out. So 3/1 or a thing that pumps the team. This is a land card. Well, okay. It's just leaning towards the 3/1. Looks like white is open. Green all of a sudden not seeming as open. Maybe somebody else moved in. John John's Giusette's. Probably don't need these. We got too many other good 2-drops. Like this guy. This guy came back. Rebellious Captives. Let's see. I think there were 2 packs in a row with those. So maybe we'll get one on the wheel. I'm liking this deck so far. It's very low to the ground. Just kind of what Magic is in the year of our Lord 2025. Oh, Badger Mole Cub. Everybody's favorite card. I mean, I think it's a slam dunk in draft. It's definitely a slam dunk if you're drafting in paper. This card's worth, I think, $40 or more. 2/2 when it enters Earthbend 1. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. We had a peak of viewers around the lunch break, it seems like. Leave a comment if you're here on your lunch break. Engage with my audience. Start a poll. Have you played Avatar cards yet? Start poll. And, oh yeah, I better actually take a look at, we got, what, this, that, Razor Rings, or the Raucous Audience. I've been wanting to do that. This actually seems pretty good because you gain the life. We'll get the little ramper, though. And this is great. Ong is great. That could be good. For as tempo as I think we are, Ong is going to be great. We probably don't want Boomy. For as tempo as I think we are. Or we've only got one lesson in the deck. These guys seem good in like blue-white, right? You can put the counters on a flyer. A black rare. This, not a lesson. This is a lesson. Probably not where you want to be in draft. Playable and sealed. Man, I can take another 2-drop, but I think I'm just going to rare draft because it's early on in the set. I want to start building collections. So we got the Vengeful Villagers. We got Flopsy. We got this guy, which is great and sealed. Badger Mole. This might be alright. Kind of like 2 bodies, giving trample. Kind of a finisher. I mean, this puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, though. This is going to be easier to splash. And the 3-mana lesson is probably, it's like if you really want lessons. Cycle of Renewal is not bad. It's just not really what our deck wants to be doing. I think we'd probably rather have orange and a metal bending if we're gonna do something. And energy bending is also enchantment removal. Weapon 5 put a +1/+1 counter. That's pretty lame. We get the blasting jelly, or maybe just take energy bending, kind of cycles itself. These guys I really liked in sealed. I had 2 of these in my sealed pool at the pre-release. But this is Earthbend plus a fight. I think that's probably the better one. And the Rabaroo, or we got the Rockalanche. Huh. That's almost... I mean, we are going to be earthbending, so this Vigilance land is considerable. And Razor Rings came back. Did we not pick up the green-red land? Another 2-drop. I don't think we need any of these. Not even an ally. Avatar Ang! I think I already opened one. Yeah, see, I've already got 1 of 4 of these. There's a shrine. We didn't see a lot of shrines, I don't think. Earth Rumble. Should we go with this idea as like a 2-for-1 fight spell? Or do we just go for the cheap removal? I think the Razor Rings came around last turn, so go for the Earth Rumble. We have to, we can put a Jung in. Oh, another South Pole Voyager. Always room for 2-drops. We do have energy bending to help splash Toph. I was hoping to, in the Rumble Arena, kind of. You never really want to spend 2 mana to make 1 mana. He's an ally. Show me some lands that tap for red. Oh, the O-Ring ally guy is great. What is this? There's also an ally payoff. Or we've got the signpost. Wow. Do we hope to wheel the White Lotus Enforcement? I think this card is like, you know, the mythic uncommon. Basically an O-Ring on a body. Here's an Uncle Iroh we can play. Let me just take another Ong. 3/3 flyer might be. The problem is it's not an ally. We're just kind of all in on allies because we got such good ally payoffs. This is an ally that makes an ally. Search labor for basic land. Again, I think we want to be faster. This Toph is good. Already got more than enough playables though. Master piano. So okay, here's a removal spell. We'll take that. We take that over the Rocky Rebuke. I think so. This card's really good though. But I think we're just shorter on removal than we are on playable 5-drops. This is your mono white payoff. So say we have 3 planes. Is it worth it? No. Take a cycle of renewal. I think we got to get rid of the reds. We're just not there on the reds. So an ostrich horse or razor rings number 3 or number 2. Oh well, now we get the red. Okay. Huh. So we could do 2 cycle of renewals and up mountain. And Toph. Knuckle Iroh. I don't think we want to though. This makes an ally. Do I like that better than the guy that dies into an ally? Possibly. Foggy Bottom Swamp. It's not letting me vote in my own poll. Huh. Close poll? Can I do that? Anybody vote? All right. We just have 1 cut. Water, the Badger Mole Cub. That's great. That's a potential cut. I mean, I guess this is a potential cut. Earth Kingdom's great. Water Tribe Captain, potential cut. Oh yeah, Cycle of Renewal, definite cut, because we're not doing the 3 color. Ostrich Horse, well then I guess that's it, right? That's our cut. I guess we'll just look through and make sure. What's our difference between white and green? We're a bit heavier on white. But we do have some green 2-drops that we wouldn't mind getting on curve, so I guess we want to be about even. That's 8 sources and 9. So, alright. Make your predictions, how you think we're going to do. VLMAO says it's really nice with the airbending too if you need to switch up the target. Or well, if you want to get in there. Not sure what that was in reference to, but probably something we drafted. Do not have a 2-drop creature, but I think we keep because we could freeze something down and we can bounce or we can O-ring something, so. Not too worried. Let's see what they play. They have a 2-drop? They do not have a 2-drop. So, I think we just want to get this going. They might have the quench spell. Yeah, they did. Okay. Well, out of their hand now. Opponent has... Again, do we just play a 4-mana 2/2? They can see. we play our 2-for-1 cards such that we don't get 2-for-1. They must have been color screwed. They conceded to a 2/2, which, by the way, we had to create by using up one of our lands. So this is probably actually a 16 land deck. I'm wondering if you're doing a lot of earthbending, if you actually want to play 18 lands, or what the deal is with this format. I guess we'll find out from the stats as the day goes on. Again, no 2-drops. Our deck is full of 2-drops. No 3-drop. They've got Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. That will be bad if we go to a long game here. Glider Kids. And so we could South Pole Voyager, hold up, enter the Avatar state. I almost want to sandbag this to double spell it with another ally. Next turn we got Badger Mole though. End the turn. I think it flies for 2. That's fine. Ooh, and we get an Ang. We're holding up all their mana. Oh, they have an Og. They can't quite flip that on. We had this in the sealed I just played. If you want to go back in the stream and watch it. I think that's a good target for Path to Redemption. Don't necessarily want to bounce it so they can just bounce back and forth forever. Okay, the wall top sentries is going to be annoying. And it flies for 4, and now they are the beatdown. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, but this is not an ally. I was going to say we could do... Going to do a Rocky Rebuke, huh? Okay, well... We'll crack you back for 5. And sentries are back. And that blocks. Interesting, they didn't attack with the Glider Kids. Foggy Swamp Vinebender. Okay, we do get the possibility of the Badger Mole here. Just makes a 2/2 trample. I think... Well, let me see. If I attack with everything, I could pump the whole team. They do block the Ong there. Probably just better off taking a turn off. We're pretty far ahead on life. I don't think we take the land. I think we decline because this is going to give creatures with +1/+1 counters. And then would I trade the Water Tribe Captain for either of those two guys, or for the Swamp Vinebender that can water bend? Start getting counters on it. I guess I'll offer the trade there. Okay, they don't take up. Can't block. No, can't be blocked by creatures. Why did it just not even block? I guess they thought about it ahead of time. Oh, they got a temple. Holy smokes. That seems pretty good, honestly. I just buffed their whole team. So they can block everything. They have to let the South Pole Voyager through, and then they would go to 1. Could they get favorable blocks for everything else, or no? They have enough. They don't quite have enough to flip Ong. So do I try to force them on that? Am I missing something? They have 1 card in hand. They could have a trick that could blow me out. This has trample. So yeah, I think if they don't have a trick, we win. Okay, it did pause there. Let's see if I'm right about this. Oh, they've got something. Maybe. Saved Ong. They go to 1. They can flip Ong. They just attack there for spite. Where are they oopsing? Yeah, because they they could have held it back. Good game. Oh, okay. I forgot they had this guy. They weren't expecting us to have a hasty creature. Whew! Ranking up in bronze. Never feel great when games are that tight in bronze, but well, you saw how tight my play was in the sealed. Whenever I'm streaming day 1, I tend to do terrible. Gotta keep the eye on the time so I can make sure to pick up my children. Hopefully we'll get through this draft in time to do some standard. If not, stay tuned to the channel. I'm committed to bringing out a couple. I think I'm going to go with the budget decks first. Most people have already covered the non-budget decks that are able to be made with these new cards. Red white should be good. I just take the planes. I guess I'll take the planes. Earth Rumble. What does this do? Should have probably checked, make sure it couldn't get power. They're a red-white deck. They're playing a red-red creature. I wonder what the sorcery or instant they want to bring back is. Ang's Journey, not kicked. Find a land, gain 2 life. Okay, so they're playing lots of colors. Attack with everything bat, because I think we want to just drop 2 more creatures. If it forces to, we will raise a ring. No, just, okay. We are nice and wide. Hopefully opponent doesn't play anything that is more than 4 toughness. Kyoshi Village. And the 1/3 is problematic, but I think we're just going to plan to raise a ring here. Do they put a double strike counter on it? They do not. This card to draw. I mean, this is a decent card, right? They're just filtering through their deck. Are we really worried about them bringing back any of these sorceries? I don't think we are. Next turn we can just attack and anthem the whole team. Also cash this in for a card. Big Boomy Bash. Okay, we're not going to anthem the whole team. On this guy. Would you like to draw a discard? Six. Had a good chance to shape their hand. Well, allies are annoying. Make this guy big, and attack with both of those. They gotta absorb some of the damage here. They don't want to lose their Professor Zay, though, huh? Ong's Journey. Gain some life. Still dead to Ong. Got him. Are we undefeated here? Is green-white? Is green-white where it's at? Probably can't judge by what's going on at bronze. Alright. 3 wins. Checking the time. Man, I'm hoping I have time to finish this draft now. Probably got to go in about half an hour. But we can talk about the standard decks. Lessons looks really interesting. Allies looks really interesting. Firebending looks interesting. I don't think waterbending is, there might be a waterbending creature here or there. Appa looks really crazy. The mythic Appa. Okay, so turn 4 I could potentially draw a card. Guess I should have put in more cheap allies. This is harder to trigger than I thought. Now I see why this maybe got passed to me. I think I picked this pick 1, pack 2, and pick pack 2, pick 2. No, pick 2, pack 1, and pick 2, pack 2. That's what I was trying to say. Good. We'll get it down. We do have the 2-drop that will draw us a card. Potentially. Okay, got Ong. Not a green. A 1/3 make a clue. That might still be okay. Hermetic Herbalist. Alright, we're seeing some new cards here. Let's slow them down. Get in. Block 1, take 2. You need to find a green. Got a lot of colors. Who knows what they're up to? Some 4-color Ang shenanigans. Angananigans. Okay, I don't have anything they can do there. We don't really have anything we can do either. Hope they remove this Ong so we can cast the other Ong. We can... Should we airbend our own Ong? Is that crazy? Let's see if it'll let us do that. Oh no, it won't let us do that? We airbend their clue. That was punt. What's the properties on this? Device. Speakers, headphones, right? Let's get, let me see. We getting the sound? We're still not getting the sound. Alright. What a punt. Yeah, I should have just water bent there, huh? Draw 3 cards. Then discard a card unless you waterbend 2. Watch there be a forest right on top here. Bifong's Bounty Hunters, okay. They haven't gone to combat yet, have they? Well, we'll take the one we can cast. Hey! And now what are we gonna do? Do this. And we can do... Unfortunately, that's not an ally. I think we need to draw a card. So we got this. Oh, but this only triggers with the number of lessons. Maybe this guy's not that good. This is a lesson though, so I guess we just try to get this in the graveyard before we cast the Boomy. Earth Rumble. Yes. Try to fight down the Hermetic Herbalist. It'll quench ya. Okay. Well, we'll pay the 2. And you will fight you. I thought that triggered only with this die. It triggers with everything? That's incredibly annoying. Opponent has a lot of cards. Platypus Bear. Do they not have a lesson? Yeah, they totally got a lesson in the graveyard. Okay. Well, I mean... just continue flying you for a bunch and drawing cards. We even want to put a land into our hand? Let's go with the 4-2. 4-2 has a decent attack. Ozai's Cruelty. Target player discards 2 cards. Bummer. There's no artifacts or enchantments for me to... Oh, okay. Opponent just decided they had nothing. They had a handful of cards, so they must have had nothing. And a couple more games like that. Hopefully we get some fast games. Sofocatro. So, Focatro. Looks okay. Can just scry here. See what we can see. Another land, probably not. We got enough to cast Og. What we really need. This guy's great. We're about to draw another card off of that. Firebender Ascension. Okay. Ooh, it makes a token? Whenever a creature you control attacking causes a trigger ability of that creature trigger, put a quest counter on this enchantment. Then if there's 4 more, you may copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's insane. Okay. Well, Do we want to... See, they don't block. Okay. Let's do this. Huh. Might just take the tap land here. On could remove that, but they're going to get an attack here. If they have some big instant speed something or another, it's coming at us. They're just trying to hit their land drops, it looks like. We too will try to hit the land drops. Hold back on. This is a tricky one. Good card. Guess I still just airbend this. I could have airbent that. Yeah, they're done. The Scoopa Rooped. That's what this is. That's the deck as we drew it up. Just curving out, tempo wins. Pressing QQ will tap all your non-creatures that add mana and float it until you use it. It's a good one to know. If your timer fuse runs down and you don't have any time extensions, you'll automatically pass through your current turn. See, these are actual, they switched it to be helpful tips. They're not trying to say, in episode blah, blah, blah of Avatar, this happens. If you can cast a card that isn't actually in your hand, you don't need the actually. You'll see a version of it there that you can drag out to cast. The deck import button will pull from what's currently copied to the clipboard. It's good. Right, Lord Tupperware. The Lord Tupperware? I'm getting matched up with, Alright. I'm getting matched up with a highly excellent drafter, and I'm on draw. Lord Tupperware playing blue-red. Quench. And attachments. Losing barrels of blasting jelly. Okay. I have a feeling our first loss is coming here, guys. Although, you know, I don't know how much experience Lord Tupperware has with the set. I'm pretty sure he got access to the early event. One of the Lords of Limited. Dragonfly Swarm, 2/3 flying. This creature dies. If there's a lesson, you draw a card. Holy camoli. Not gonna win that decline. I'm gonna let him know that I have plenty of lands in my hand. If I want to airbend this guy, I'm going to need to cast Ong on 5. Let's see if it gives me something else to airbend. Okay, Otter Penguin is not bad. Oh, okay, we got the Battle Fan. So between the Razor Rings and the Battle Fan, I think I could just attack here. What does this do, actually? That's a prowess. I think we're racing. Potentially. Huh. I think that's fine, right? And then I just bounce this guy. And now we're racing with the Dragonfly Swarm. Kylie. Grand. Ooh, okay. Really wanted to use the Razor Rings here, but hard not to just draw a card and add to the board. Ooh, and we got another one. So this will become a 4/4 and we'll Earthbend 2 very soon, so let's just hold off on that. Creates two 2/2s with firebending. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Well, what happens if we do this and we bounce one of those 2/2s? Keep you. If we bounce the 2/2. Draw 2 cards. And combat. At this point, I think I can cash this in for one of their creatures. It's an ally, so if we draw another ally, I guess I'll regret that. Yeah, no blocks. Oh, and they have Firelord Azula, of course. Because why wouldn't they? Let's just fly him for 3. Okay, so they're gonna get a double of some spell in hand. That's not flash though. It's a very good spell. It's a very good guy. Very good creature. I got a Brawl/EDH video for Firelord Azula. I also helped my youngest daughter. One of the packs I gave her had a Firelord Azula, so I helped her build a commander deck with it. The kids are so funny. Just introducing them to Magic. They like don't want anything in their commander deck that's not from the Avatar set. They like only want the Avatar card. Oh, okay. They're drawing to try to find a piece of removal. Okay. Grand tapping. Desperately trying to find something they can cast off their red, I think. Did they find it? Not attacking with Firelord Azula. Do I just do this with the Scry? I'll do it with the Scry. Badger Mole Cub. Man, do I even want a Badger Mole Cub? Or do I be happy to dig for something else? Or take the trade on the Dragonfly Swarm so they can draw a card. Okay. Okay, they're firebending like crazy. Steal damage before they've got the full amount of mana. Oh, no, they had it. They had it. Ah. They didn't get to do double of Fire Nation attacks though, so that's cool. They're gonna have a buff spell. Okay, yeah. Firelord Azula is pretty good. Alright, well, good game. What do we draw? Not a Badger Mole. Yeah, I'd say that's the game. 'Cause they're going to be able to cast Fire Nation attacks. And they can mill us out. Oh! How many cards they got? They got... I guess if I can remove Master Paku... They're just filtering through their whole deck here. And they can waterbend, draw a card. Do I scoop and just go for another game? I think I do. Let's just try another game. GG's. Lord Tupperware one of the great limited players, showing us how to Fire Lord Azula. Maybe if I'm doing it again, I don't make that one attack. I don't know, because I just didn't have any proactive way to get rid of Azula. There was like a turn there where I could have done it. If I'd drawn Ung, or my O-Ring guy, or the pacifism effect. Maybe if I'd kept the thing that was going to like draw me cards off of allies. I don't know. This is one I never want to see. Turn 2. This seems pretty good. It just gets in for a lot. They could have the Flash Ang here. They could also have a counterspell. Well, didn't seem like that a Flash Ang. Had a Quench though. Did have the Quench. Luckily held back the Earth Kingdom Jailer. We could do the village. We could jail the 3/3. See if they want to trade here. Grand. Watery Grasp. Okay. Well, that's not bad. Well, they can shuffle it back into my library if they want. I can kind of force them to do that by airbending something. I can airbend my own guy. I guess maybe if I play this, they don't bother. I think I earthbend this because at some point I might want to cash it in for a card twice. Oh, Razor Rings. Long down here. Could cast Boomy for no value. Could flash this in now and equip, or could just equip. I'll just equip on Ang. If they want to attack. Splashing green for something. Casting that pre-combat. Here comes... Oh, don't attack. Okay. And then we get Path to Redemption, which will keep this from attacking. Thank goodness. Could be that they have the indestructible spell. Block here. Water Tribe Captain. That's kind of a threat. Let's activate this. You can only do this during your turn. Alright. Bit worried about the crackback here, but I don't know what we can do. If they get an artifact, they can make it flying. Okay, so they're just sifting for cards. Let's not put the Badger Mole in danger. That's 10. Yeah, this has been really bad. I don't think I have the number of lessons that this takes to be good. South Pole Voyager. We're going to gain some life off of that. Okay. No. We'll put the Badger Mole in danger this time. They got the removal. They got the removal. Nope. But they can pump out allies, and they're going to draw a card. Nice for that. Ugh. Okay. Well. Force them to lose a 3/3. If I attack with the Badger Mole. They're pretty wide on the crackback. Just playing a no value Boomy. Gotta take this out of the deck. Oh yeah, and I gotta go. So let's wrap this game up soon. Like next turn I fly with Ang and then they have to attack. Are they going to make another ally? Yeah, okay. So that's pretty serious. Wow. That's pretty good. They're attacking with the Kyoshi Warriors now. I think are we on no blocks or do we just trade it out? It's going to get bigger next turn. Let's just trade it out, I suppose. And of course we draw a land. Because they gained 2 life, though, it's not a 2-turn clock anymore. Let's see. Maybe they don't all swing here. We'll send Messenger Hawk is a blocker. Ooh, they're attacking with the Water Tribe Captain. Really? But we get to trade out. We get to take the Water Tribe Captain off the board. And we can take the Messenger Hawk off the board. Oh, they had that. Didn't see that. That's for sure they're going to draw off that clue. Alright, I think I have to scoop to go to pick up my children from school. So let's just, well, I guess we'll see what we drew. It looks like they got us here. Blocks. Yeah. Alright, Scoop-a-roop. Thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been ManaDad, reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even Dad's gonna enjoy it. Adios. Hey, let's leave the last screen, actually. We do have a positive win rate on this deck we're leaving it with.